name is Matt Bergeron. Actually, I'm the COO for Next Generation Central. We're in Providence, Rhode Island. We monitor all over the U.S. nationwide. We have about 30,000 accounts, about a couple hundred dealers, and we're a nice, quaint, I guess you would say, central station. You know, we're very service-oriented for our dealers. There's a lot of one-on-one and names connections with our dealers. So, you know, like a dealer I met today, he loves Dorothy, he loves Kathy. You know, we're all on a first-name basis. So we have a very good connection with our employees and our dealer base. So I've been with Keep Your IP about 4 or 5 years, pretty much early on with them. I seen a lot of advertisement. I think Keep Your IP did a lot of show presence and advertisements in SDM magazine and whatnot. And the IPs that we currently house at the central station they're static IPs, but they're with the local service providers, so Cox Communications, Verizon. But I needed, because the IP industry is really taken off, I needed a solution from the get-go that I start properly instead of starting with these static IPs that could possibly change. So I needed to start off with having our own individual IPs that we own, and that we would never lose. The same as toll-free numbers and local numbers, and then dealing with it later on. So I'm all about planning ahead instead of later on scrambling. Oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. So that's how I pretty much got started with Keep Your IP. That's the demand I needed. I needed our own IPs, and ones that we could control. We could repoint on the fly through the portal, and it's worked very, very. I mean, I haven't had any issues with it at all. It's worked great. So.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I mean, when it is a hassle to reprogram panels. I mean, when a dealer starts out with IP panels, whatever type of product it is a hassle if they have to go out later on and change the IP address. The same with the phone lines, So when you start out, you want to make sure that we have something that we can control and redirect if need be. And, we can't rely on the service provider like Cox and, Verizon to use their IPs, because those, from what I understand, will actually stay in that local area or whatnot, and tied there. So having the flexibility with Keep Your IP is, we could move any location, and we could always take that IP with us, those addresses with us anywhere we go.
Yeah.
And we can always repoint them on the fly.
Bring that value to your dealers.
Oh yeah, it's a huge value for my dealers. And we offer, naturally, we have our own IP addresses that we bought with Keep Your IP, but if a dealer asks us and they want their own IPs, usually I think I've forwarded them to you in the past. Just to redirect those sales right to Keep Your IP. And I'd like not to stay in that relationship. I'll let you guys keep your IP deal with my dealers, because we're in the monitoring business. That's our core competency. We're not into the telco industry or the IP industry. We're into monitoring services, and that's where we focus, and that's why we do best at what we do. I definitely recommend. There's a lot of centrals that I have a good relationship, even though we're competitors, and I tell them all the time, I recommend new products and whatnot, and I've recently told a bunch of them about Keep Your IP and, the services they have to offer and the benefit of having it, it's just a great tool, a great benefit.